Hello students, welcome in Babita Science tutorial, and today I will continue first chapter of a class 10th NCERT, Chemical Reactions and Equation. I have explained many topics before that, but before starting a new topic, that is the types of chemical reactions, I want to explain you reactivity series. That is a very important reactivity series of a metal. First you will understand this one, reactivity series of a metal. Then after you will understand better types of a reactions. Now let's start what is a reactivity series of a metals. Then according to the definition, the reactive series of a metals are those in which the arrangement of the metals in a vertical column in the order of a decreasing reactivities is called the reactivity series of a metals or activity series of a metals. Students, you will see here in this reactivity series, the most reactive metals is placed at the top, whereas the least reactive metal is placed at the bottom. Now see students, here this one is your symbol of elements, no, and this one is the element's name written. Now according to the reactivity series of metals, we can write the most reactive metals on the top of this series. Now see here, most reactive it is written. No, so these metals are right in the decreasing order. Then that's why it is here, it is written reactivity decreases. Means most reactive metals is written on the top and the least reactive metal is written on the bottom. Like least reactive metals means this one, your copper, mercury, silver, gold. This one all are the least reactive metal. Why we can say that it is a least reactive metals? We can say that it is a least reactive metals because these metals cannot react with anyone. That's why it is called the least reactive metals. Now see on the top. Now here you will see here potassium on the top, sodium, then calcium, then magnesium. These are the most reactive metals. Most reactive metals means which can react very fastly with anyone. That's why potassium on the top, sodium is on top, calcium, magnesium. Okay, if students, if I will ask to you, if I will give you that potassium, okay, K is written here and sodium is written here. Okay, if I will ask to you which one is the most reactive metal, then what's your answer? Most reactive metal is here potassium. Okay, take another example here. We can take the example here that magnesium and aluminum. You have two things here, magnesium or aluminum. Suppose that here we will write the aluminum and magnesium. Okay, now you will see here in the reactivity series of a metal, magnesium is written on the top and before is a aluminum. Below of the magnesium metal is a aluminum here. Then what we can say that which one is the most reactive metal here? Now you will see the reactivity series of a metal. You will see the reactivity series of a metal. Magnesium is on the top, just, or we can say just above the aluminum. Then we can say that magnesium is a more reactive than aluminum. Okay, now take another example. If I will take the example of a zinc and iron, the which one is a more reactive? Now see here, zinc is just above the iron and iron is just below the zinc. No, the which one is the most reactive metal? Then we can say that zinc is a most reactive metal than the iron. In this way, if any metal is just above that metal, that one is a most reactive metal. Let's take another example. If I will take a calcium, if I will take the example here, calcium, okay, and iron. My question is, which one is a most reactive metal? Now student, you will see this reactivity series. Calcium is written on the top here and iron is here. The which one is on the top? Calcium is on the top, okay, and iron is below the calcium. The which one is the most reactive? Calcium is a more reactive metal than the iron metal. Take another example once again. Here we take a Pb, that is a lead and iron. Okay, Pb, iron, lead and zinc. Suppose that we can take the three metals here. First one is a Pb, okay, zinc, okay, and iron. Now if my question is that you will arrange these metals according to the decreasing according to the reactivity series, most reactivity series. Then what you will write here first? Now you will see the here reactivity series. In this one I have given question here zinc, Pb, lead and iron. Then on the top in the Pb, lead, zinc and iron, zinc is on the top, okay. Then we will say that zinc is most reactive metal than the iron, and then iron is the most reactive metal than the Pb. In this way we can say that zinc is the most reactive metal than iron, and iron is the most reactive metal than the Pb. Now student, question is here that if all are the metal, this one is a metal and below this one is also metal, but why hydrogen is here? Why we write the hydrogen in the reactivity series of a metal? No, that's the question arises here. Then student, you will see here actually hydrogen has only one electron. No, hydrogen has only one electron. It means it can donate the electrons very easily or loses the electron very easily, okay, and it can also possesses, hydrogen also possesses positive ions, that is S positive. That's why we can write the hydrogen here. And just above the hydrogen, you will see here, just above the hydrogens, all metals are most reactive, okay, and just below the hydrogen you will see all the metals are the least reactive. Means this least reactive means it cannot be react with anything, but sodium, potassium can react very fastly even with the oxygen also. That's why we will keep the sodium in the kerosene oil. If we will keep sodium outside from the kerosene oil, it will catches the fire. That's why then on the basis of this one we can say that sodium, potassium, sodium, calcium, these metals are most reactive metal. Then students, you will see here another point is that when we write this reactivity series, then you have to show this one all most reactive metals and the least reactive metals. Question will ask to you, write down the least reactive metals. Then what you will write here? Least reactive metals are the copper, mercury, silver and gold. If the question will ask to you, why will write the hydrogen here? Because then you will write the answer, because hydrogen can loses the electron very easily and it can also possesses positive ions, that is a S positive. And you know students, how we will differentiate metals and non-metals? There is a lots of differences between the metals and non-metals, but I will give you one differences here, that metals can easily donate the electrons. Suppose that potassium, atomic number of a potassium is a 19, okay, And the electronic configuration of this one is a 2, 8, 8 and 1. It means it can easily donate the one electrons to another. That's why we can write the potassium K positive. Same thing here, sodium also. Now sodium Na. Sodium Na. Atomic number is 11 here. Electronic configuration is a 2, 8 and 1. It means sodium can also lose the electrons very easily. Then in the short we can say that metals can donate the electrons. That's why we can write in the positive ions like K positive, Na positive. Same thing another also. Okay, calcium, magnesium. The atomic number of a magnesium is a 12. No, and the electronic configuration of a magnesium is a 2, 8, 2. No, then in this way magnesium can lose the electrons 2 very easily. That's why it can possesses what here, Mg2 positive. Then student, this reactivity series of matter is very important in the first chapter and in the metals and non-metals also. When you have a complete knowledge of a reactivity series of a metal, then you will understand the types of a chemical reactions. So before starting that topic, type of chemical reaction, you will understand first this one, reactivity series of metal. Then after I will explain you types of a chemical reaction in my next video. If you have any problem related to this topic, comment me in my comment box. Till then, bye, take care and have a nice day.